Hi there, it's CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana, and always fun things to do. Come check us out. So here I am with my dinner plate. Nothing on this plate except for uh, lean beef, and of course, I added blue cheese. So I love blue cheese crumbles on beef. Um, this is half of a sirloin steak. I did, and basically, this particular cut of sirloin, it's not that much different than, say, a round roast or round, whatever. It's the quality of it. It's kind of all right, It's not prime, it's not primo, but it's good. So what I did was I created a marinade. I did a short video of the marinade where I ran down the recipe. I'll do something pretty quick with it. Uh, I'll ramble it off. Uh, just enough to do. You just kind of go by your proportions. There's no real measurement here, but approximately 2 teaspoons of accent. That's the salt substitute MSG. Goes by the brand name Accent. That's the one I use, and so I got that. Uh, about 2 tablespoons. Uh, about a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and about a teaspoon of crystal hot sauce, and about a teaspoon of the product Kitchen Bouquet, which is a lot of aromatics. Uh, any salt in this marinade that I used came from those two wet ingredients. I also used about 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, uh, about 2 tablespoons of cumin, and about 2 tablespoons. You can add this, or you can to the marinade, or you can wait like I did and add it right before you get ready to do the steak. Uh, so that way you can choose if you want it, the garlic or not. But right before I did the steak, I added 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. And of course, I made just enough moisture to make a paste out of it. But anyway, when I got that incorporated, I let all those things sit for about 15, 20 minutes, and then I added the garlic right before I uh, rubbed the steak down with it. And I did 2 steaks, cooked one, so I can have this now, and then in a few hours I can have the other part of the steak if I like, and then of course the other one is marinating in the refrigerator for in a couple of days. It's going to be really really yummy and delicious for me. Cooked it, so it's about medium-ish. And then yeah, some people might even think that's too cooked. I know some people that would think it's not cooked enough. But and then I love blue cheese. Love blue cheese. Blue cheese does have salt. It is a salty kind of product. There's salt in it. A lot of cheeses have a natural saltiness in it. Uh, or whatever. What can I say? Yeah. But it's a trade-off. But you want to go with that no salt, and if possible, you want to, maybe you can find a cheese product where you can like leave whatever, something that that tastes less like a blue cheese and more like a cheddar, or the yellow cheeses or something like that, the goudas or the Havardis or something like that, a little less salty tasting. That's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna have some of this. I'm gonna cut it up. Really, really good. I've got a really good sharp paring knife. I've got some steak knives. I don't know. I think for something like this, you just want to use a utensil that's as sharp as possible, uh, and smaller and everything. But careful, don't cut yourself. Uh, and something else too. While you're putting all your things together, uh, always wash your hands in the kitchen certainly right before you eat and everything, but really also when you're cooking, you're preparing food. If you're handling meat, vegetables, anything that's raw, always get those hands washed, especially if you're taking bottle of herb here and a bottle of herb there and everything like that, so that you don't even contaminate the outside of your bottles. So anyway, yeah, let me have some of this. Let me taste it. You know, I'm not even going to call this medium. I'm going to maybe go ahead and call this medium well. This is pink, but there's not a lot of fluid. This is fine. You really, with a steak like this, you don't want to go any more done than this. Not unless you're making, like you want to cut this up, make really good stew meat or whatever. This is one of those steaks that would have been great to cut and bring to the table and serve it like a steak for two or whatever. It's really kind of cool. This would have been good for like slow braising. Uh, yeah, it is. This the way this cooked is the way this is cooked is fine. Um, but also would be great stew meat and everything like that. So yeah, it's a good sirloin. This actually is not a bad cut. It's not. I've had tougher, but it's this is a an American. That's when we say there's an English cut of a sirloin. Uh, they don't get into the chuck part and cut or whatever. I mean, they're very specific, and it's tender. It's almost right next to the strip, that kind of thing. So it's very. This is you know they did kind of get into the chuck roast area with this, but it's still good. It's still delicious. Very flavorful. Very flavorful. Um, and I got it from the McAfee's Farms in at the meat market on Saturdays and everything. And yeah, so it's good. Like I said, this would some nice small potatoes, roasted, and then whatever, and then like a shared at a dinner for two would be so neat. Of course, if you do imbibe, I don't, but if you do, you want a really good with a steak like this, a really good, um, dark port, a really really good wine, or a rich Burgundy even or whatever. You want that if you're going to do a wine pairing. I don't drink, but have at it. A white wine. And then modern, I think people just like drink whatever they want or whatever. But for this, a white wine would be overpowered by the flavor of the beef and all these things that we put in with it. So really, with this, really get in there with a really flavorful, not even sweet, a really really good, uh, you know, red wine, a dry one. With the strong flavor would go great with this. Okay. Oh, also for your flavors on your plate. I mean, if you're going to have side dishes, don't have side dishes that are subtle with a main entree with the protein that is this um, powerful of a flavor. Have a little bit of a pasta in a red sauce off to the side. That's why I love this cheese. I love blue cheese. It's attractive looking, but it's got a very distinctive, powerful flavor. You know, you can't really go wrong with it. And yeah, um, anything coming off of the grill, your grilled vegetables, your grilled um, Brussels sprouts or anything like that or whatever. I'm not a big grilled vegetables person. I will today have one. If I go to someone's home, I will have one or two bites as to not be like an offending guest, but definitely I just prefer the meat, potato, rice, or something. If you're going to do rice or something, I guess you could, but what you want to do is you want to maybe, um, I don't know. I just you want something that has you want to choose one that has a lot of flavor. So you would go with your uh, long grain rice with the husk on it, and just really do something like that, and a really heavy pilaf or whatever. This is not a meal that you have like light, fluffy side dishes with, you know. This, if any of this were left over, you could slice it for chili, or you could put a salsa in it with chips or something like that. This is kind of stuff you could chop up and make a really good queso, or yeah, this would slice well for fajita, really thin slices for fajita. But the main thing is whenever you cook beef like this, really any kind of meat, really, cook it and then let it rest and let those juices go back into your proteins. You don't want to lose the meat. This is also one of these things, like this is fine, but the next one, the next time I cook it, a few days from now, is going to be uh, way more tender because it would have marinated more. Uh, so let me get back in here and have another bite. This is very tasty, very delicious, but you want to cut these pieces thin. Very delicious, very easy to chew. Um, even though this is, what you would think of as maybe a tougher steak, it's still very delicious. With this, you cut thinner. Um, there you go. Um, God, that's very delicious. And yeah, if you get like this marinade, and like I said, this is there's a little bit of a pepper in here and everything. That's, remember I put in some red pepper. Remember I put in some crystal hot sauce. Uh, if your palate gets a little bit too entertained by that pepper, it's like it's taking too much, and take a little bit of your cheese. And the blue cheese does have its own natural uh, salt with it. I don't know if it's natural, they add it for preservation or whatever, but blue cheese crumbles, yeah. So, or whatever, and the cheese kind of balances out. One because of the salt, another because it's a milk-based dairy product, and which has a tendency to tame flavors, you know. So yeah. And speaking of tame, for you guys, so, do you know how you catch uh, a unique rabbit? It's a rabbit that's not like any other kind of rabbit, a unique rabbit. Unique up on them. Hey, okay, so do you know how you catch a tame rabbit? A rabbit that's not wild. He's a tame rabbit. The tame way. Okay, so I love you, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Love and light. Bon appetit. Good night.